Okay, so I thought I might just talk about this a little because I had a run-in today with one of the women that we're trying to work with to get me a 504 for school. And what that is, well, I don't really know the details because I'm left in the dark, but I just know it's going to help my school, like me with school. So, I think what it is, it's like for me, it's a specialized schedule. Like I can take a shorter day, and the teachers will be a little more lenient because I do have problems with stuff when I get behind because of my fibro. And I guess like the main thing with that is I really need help with the teachers more lenient because I lost 50 points because 50 out of 50 points, not just like a few points off, but I lost 50 points because, and that's like bringing my grade down because she won't accept it because it was 3 days late. But it's like, I don't think you get it. With my physical thing, it also comes mental because when it gets really bad, the fibro, it can make your brain really foggy. Like, there are days where it takes me a while to process questions, and they'll ask me a question, kind of stare at me like, are you okay? And it's like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just having a really bad day. So that makes school frustrating, but it's like, and the teachers don't really understand, besides my band teacher, he's awesome about that. He understands, like, a lot, and he's helped me. He's like, you only have to make 20 out of 40 rehearsals, and you can go to the concert as long as you're not sick on that day. I'm like, oh. But anyway, what that is, why did I say what that is? I guess they don't understand that I don't even think they really get that I have something that, like that, and, not a lot of people do, and I never understand. Like, I never get it, but then I think it's not as obvious to them as it is to me, because I can feel all of it, and I know all of it, and I know, and it's apparent to me that I have this disease, but, sorry, I'm really itchy. It's a stupid fabric softener, but I don't think people get it. So it's, with fibromyalgia, my nerves are really very sensitive, and I try and tell people around me that I'm going to be interacting with on a daily basis, and I actually am going to have to deal with because I want them to know so they don't accidentally hurt me, which that already happened once this year. One of the freshmen in the flute, that's the wrong side, one of the freshmen in the flute section came up and slammed her hands down on my shoulder, and like for a regular person, that's fine, it's not gonna hurt that much, but for me, I'm like, okay, I can't move. So, and, I told her, I'm like, I have a nerve disease, and she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay, just give me 10 minutes here. So my shoulders have been, that was a while ago, but my shoulders have been really sore lately, so I've been like all defensive, trying not to get people to touch my shoulders. And so I had to explain that to some kids today, and then Boris, I'm gonna kick you again if you see this, he comes up and he starts poking me, and I'm like, okay, that really hurts. And Michelle, she's the best mother ever, she's not really a mother, joke. She pushes him away and like hugs me close and goes, you knock that off. I'm like, I love you. But I had to explain that to them, and it's kind of hard because it's really hard to explain that vibrations and like just touching hurts, and it's hard to explain what days it does too because it's always different. Like if I'm tired like I was today, before I came home and took a nap, I was in pain because my body was like, no, I am not doing this. And I took my nap, and which was awesome, and then I felt better. I mean, I'm still kind of bad today, but I always get worse in crappy weather. Just to let you know the kind of weather I live in. I had frost this morning. It's like just the very beginning of fall. I had frost outside on my car. Anyway, it's coming, sorry. It's a bad day. So it's hard to explain to people, but the biggest thing that's bothered me so far is they had to do some ridiculous, like, they're thinking for the 504, they had to do this testing. And so I'm down there, and they're like, we just want to make sure you're caught up. And I'm like, you pull me out of my classes just to make sure I'm not having trouble in my classes? I hate you right now. You're really stupid. Because science is my one class that I need to actually really focus in, because I always have trouble with science. So stupid equations. So she pulls me out of my one class I really need to go to, and then makes me write a story off of a picture. I'm like, are you kidding me? I am an aspiring author. I always get A's in essays and everything writing. Why are you making me write a story off of a picture? And I just gave her this look like, are you stupid? Because, like, I didn't want to be mean, but I was getting really irritated because she was talking to me like I was really stupid or slow or something. I mean, she's like, I placed this picture in front of you, and then she takes her hand and dramatically puts it on the picture, and I'm like, you do know that it's a neurological, I can't say that word, so, you know, forgive me for that, but it's not mental illness. I'm not in any way at all, so why are you acting like I'm just so different? It really offends me. It's like, why are you looking at me like I need every little thing explained? I probably have a higher IQ than you do. Except I don't try. That's my problem. I get B's, B pluses, like, without trying. So, but it just really, really bothered me. I couldn't stand the way she was looking at me, and I don't want to. I'm really glad they stopped the testing, because if I had to go in there one more time and have her look at me like that, I was going to go insane. And probably yell at her. Like, and another thing was, they made me do spelling, which I'm really good at spelling, because that's always been my strong point. The first word they start off with is suspect. So, just to spite her, she's like, I'm going to say the word, then you sit in a sentence and say the word again, and then you write it. I just kind of wrote it, like, as soon as she said it, because I knew it. There's only one, and that I had to, like, pause on, and that was with. Because, you know, I always have that hearing thing, whether it's with or width. It's hard for me sometimes, and I was really tired and irritated, but I just wanted to kind of put this out there because, you know, I just want people to know. Because it's really hard for a kid like me that loves a lot of things that require being around vibrations that hurt. So, you know, you really don't need anything to add to that. I just kind of wanted to put that out there so that if you come on your way there's somebody that has that and you're a friend of them or you just know them, that you're careful, because it does really hurt. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's just in your head, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna castrate you, it's just in your head, it doesn't hurt, because it does. And I know I'm kind of taking something serious and kind of laughing a little, but it's, if I didn't laugh, I would go nuts, because this thing has kept me for 2 years, and then, like, this third. So, I mean, in 8th grade, they just passed me through. So I get to 10th grade, I'm taking some of the freshman classes I didn't take last year because I couldn't, because I was so sick. And they're like, well, you learned this in 8th grade. I'm like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? I never learned this. So, I'm feeling like I'm probably going to have to go to tutor or something. I hope not. I do not act well with people. There are some adults that make me want to just be the most smart ass I can. Anyway, I just want to put that out there, so maybe you can understand a little better, so. And I'd love to hear your thoughts, only if they're kind, because if there's some jackass that wants to say something mean, you can say it to yourself, but if you're just like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, I get that and stuff, put it down there. I would love to see a video response. I haven't gotten one of those yet. Those are fun. I do those all the time. And I'm sorry if I look like a floating head because I'm really pale and my shoulders probably look really wide because my chair is black too. So I'm going to go, and I just wanted to teach you all a little more just to get that out there.